Williams taking on sick Rick Matrix. We've not seen Rick Matrix in action here at SOM for quite some time. It's been several months since he was stripped of that title. And
being a newcomer, I can say I am not familiar with Rick. I am familiar with this man, King Shane. What a fitting moniker. What a stud athlete. Held many championships around North Carolina, all over the East Coast. What a specimen. And he has every right to call himself a king, because that's truly what he is.
Sick Rick had some choice words for King Shane. Certainly didn't think he was fit to call himself a king with the comments that sick Rick Matrix made earlier. But nevertheless, he is the king. He's here to stay at SOM, and he's hoping to become the #1 contender for the SOM Heavyweight Championship. Let's see, sick Rick Matrix.
I just have one question.
A lot of anticipation for this moment.
What is the Matrix?
What is the Matrix?
Yeah.
It's a guy's name.
No, I was talking. Never mind. We'll talk later. I'll fill you in later.
So he is sick Rick Matrix, the Psycho. And as you said, Shane Williams making a name for himself up and down the East Coast. Well, sick Rick
ready, but has Matrix backed out? Is he getting cold feet?
Up north in the Detroit and New York area.
I told Sick Rick I was going to take his spot. I told you.
Close.
All right, okay.
And I told you we hadn't seen the last of Brian Rivers tonight.
Look.
Sick Rick Matrix is out.
Laid out. Rivers
Brian
is
Rivers
going to get his piece of Shane Williams and possibly that championship.
That must have, well, the White Claw Outlaws must have taken out sick Rick.
Strength in numbers, my friend. Strength in numbers. I know all about it.
Certainly take all three of them, plus that cowbell in Brian Rivers' hand to put sick Rick out cold like that. What in the world?
We need to get some medical attention in the back.
The commotion.
Attend to Matrix.
Brian Rivers is real, because I'm here to stay at SOM. Shane Williams, you got to deal with me now.
Come on in here. I want to deal with you.
That's Shane Williams saying, yeah, let's do the match. Shane Williams has got the cowbell. Brian Rivers, Texas cowbell.
Look at such bravery in a king. Look at that.
Come on in.
I'll pick Willie up and hit you.
Come on in, buddy.
But I can say that both of these men clearly know when and how to take advantage of the situation, and we're just going to have to see how this one plays out, because this looks like, to
advantage
paraphrase,
of the situation. Brian Rivers created this situation.
Call it what you will. Call it what you will.
He came out and said he was going to take Sick Rick's spot. He clearly was involved in laying Sick Rick out, and now he's taking the spot. He did what he said.
You got to do what you got to do to put yourself out in front, to let him see, to let him know that you mean business. Look at this man. He has 2 belts around his waist, and he is, from what I can tell, not being taken seriously.
And he wants a third. He wants to make it a triple crown.
I do not blame him.
The
I want all the
Uprising
gold
title,
myself.
the East Tennessee title, and of course he's not putting either of those titles on the line here.
I don't blame him. He wasn't scheduled to be in this match in the first place, so why should he? This is for something else. Making sure he's good and ready.
Brian Rivers.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brian Rivers.
Sir, yes, sir.
Gosh, it's
I don't
been a
want to catch
while.
that
I forgot
cowbell
about
upside
that
my
part.
head.
He wants to be Mr. Brian Rivers. Well, that's what he wants to be called. All right. I'm having a hard enough time trying to remember Draco is Alvarez.
You're having a hard time remembering names. This is my first time here. I'm getting hit with everything.
Brian Rivers is the real outlaw.
Can we verify that? Can we verify
real
that
blood on the
Matrix
knuckle of the East Tennessee champion.
Ready for this main event. Here we go.
Ring the bell.
Well, these are two of the top, tippy-top guys at SOM. And you're about to find out why, folks. Shane Williams better not let himself get too frustrated here.
The ref's going to want to step in the way of the.
Wow, and referee Willie Manis going nowhere in the.
They're not in one place long enough for him to give him a count.
Oh no!
Oh, almost taking out the referee.
Ryan Rivers
should have had a more nimble, lighter on his feet referee to get away from this
Look
chaos.
at these two go.
Break it up, break it up. One. Hey.
Smart. Can't let him outsmart him.
Wow.
But Shane has seen it all, so.
As we're rolling around, reminded me of a bar brawl.
This Mr. Brian Rivers, is it? He looks
Mr.
like
Brian Rivers.
He looks like he has seen his fair share of bar brawls.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't doubt if he's started most of them.
Oh!
What
Right
a shoulder
out
tackle! Rolled King Shane all the way across the ring. Like you said, to the outside. A lot of power from the real outlaw.
Williams didn't run into the brick wall ran into him.
It did appear that way now.
Trying to take him down with wrestling, but Rivers has got the
hanging
advantage
onto that
of
arm bar.
Stronger.
And now, little arm breaker there.
Would you expect anything less from a double champion?
Giving him the ringer with that wrist lock.
Using that size, that leverage, keeping him down. Maintaining the high ground, the high position.
And wait a minute now. He is not allowed to use any kind of digital manipulation. And it looked like Brian Rivers was going for those fingers.
Hey, somebody ever snap your finger back?
Also
it
not
does
allowed.
not feel good.
And Brian Rivers right back to that arm.
No, you didn't. You had his hair.
Forcing the referee to interject himself.
And now, Brian Rivers
Look, no, his hair.
choking.
I saw it. Look right there. Yeah, he got his hair. His hair line.
Williams.
Well, Brian
Making a
Rivers
way out.
seems to have some kind of problem with every official here at SOM. And it's no wonder why. I mean, you saw what he did earlier.
I mean, I cannot blame the officials
Not how
for
much
not
respect
wanting to be
Brian Rivers
involved
has
with
for
Rivers.
authority.
He just laid out 4 of them. Well, him and his cronies, but again, strength in numbers, so you got to play them smart. Oh!
And now it's
He's going to
Shane
pull that arm out of
Williams.
socket.
He just may well do it right here live.
King Shane knows how to maneuver. Look at that. Graceful, beautiful maneuver. Getting out of
Rivers
harm's way and
back
putting
in
King
control.
Shane
Texan is here,
in
baby.
harm's way. He's so proud of himself. Don't let that pride lead to a downfall.
And I don't want to come off as
Rivers.
saying I've never said that Brian Rivers does not have a lot of ability inside the ring. It's just that, well, he's never had
He's just trying to
never
grind it
fought
out of
fair
him.
in his entire career.
He's smart. He's trying to grind it out of him, make him force his way off the mat using more energy each time while cutting off oxygen supply. This is a very smart move for the man.
Brian Rivers off and
Titles.
another huge
Good
shoulder block
night.
from the real outlaw. Sends King Shane rolling back to the outside, or
Why you always
at least to the ring apron.
Better take this opportunity to catch his breath. Oh, right on the.
Well, Brian Rivers trying to
He
stop
did
the
catch
King
his
short.
breath. Rivers allowed him too long to recover, and now Williams is on the attack.
Ah, look at those series of shoulder thrusts. And
What's he gonna do to him here?
Shane,
Stepping on that shoulder.
with
That
that
does not
arm,
feel
he's
good.
got it. He's got the arm pinned down. Stepping on the shoulder.
Now,
Oh, wow.
a big splash to the whole entire arm. Oh my.
Wow, King Shane dropping all his weight there onto the arm of Brian Rivers. Brian Rivers
Rivers finding himself in
Is
a
in
quite a
agony.
predicament here when he had the advantage just moments ago. He's got to find a way to overcome this. Prove that he is that champion. I know that mentality of proving that you're the champion. So he's going to do whatever it takes. in this situation against King Williams.
But a clean break there from King
Look
Shane.
at that, right there. Knew where his opponent was going to be. Suckered him right in, playing possum. Brilliant move.
You have a close fist? Hey, come on, what's stopping the fingers?
Well, regardless of what happens here today, King Shane has got an appointment
Across the
with
back.
Jason Blythe for the Paul Morton Cup, the X Division champion. So
That Paul Morton Cup, just from what I've heard here tonight, is shaping up to be a fantastic event. I cannot wait to see what they have in store.
well, and it sounds like now, after what just happened earlier before this match, Kerry Morton and Ricky are going to take on the White Claw Outlaws. A big Russian leg sweep from Big Brian Rivers. A hook of the leg. King Shane shoulders down. Out at 2.
No, not enough. Shot to the ribs. Nobody likes to get punched in the ribs. You ever been punched in the ribs?
Well, I've accidentally been, yes.
I can show you
Doesn't feel
preview
good.
just exactly what happened right there.
Especially
it's not much.
if
don't
you get
have
near
to-
that right side of that rib cage where the liver is, that's a devastating blow.
Yeah, well.
Wait a minute. King Shane, forearm blast, takes Brian Rivers outside.
Now they're taking it outside.
Now we're outside of the ring. Knife edge chop from King Shane Williams and a right hand.
Know your surroundings. Know your surroundings. He knew where the king was. Knew he was in a prone position. Spine against the ring post. Very devastating. Very painful. What's he got here? What is
Shane
this?
is in trouble.
Oh,
And
he's
now
choking the man with
what
an
has he
object
got?
found at
Well, it
ringside.
doesn't matter. He's got some kind of foreign object in there.
It shouldn't have been laying out at ringside. The man is smart for
And
using his environment.
Of course, it's got a Texas flag on it. It's Brian Rivers' elbow pad.
Strategically placed. This guy is smarter than I've given him credit for.
I'm ruling you! I'm ruling you! Get back in the ring, Brian, go! I'm ruling you! Come on, Shane, get back in the ring.
Brian
Go,
Rivers
Brian, get back in the ring.
talking trash now, saying
Back in the ring. Is he prepared to win by countout?
The hand. Come on, get in the ring, let's go!
wait a minute. I believe I heard Brian Rivers remind the official that everything that happens outside of the ring is illegal.
Well, that's a gray area. It's.
Whoa!
and
Brian
what
Rivers.
in the world just I missed it.
Brian Rivers just, well, King Shane Williams out of the way as Brian
punched-
Rivers punches that ring post.
Possibly
and
a
he gave
broken hand. You ever hit a ring post? Hurts like the Dickens.
Brian Rivers may want to go to the ER and get some x-rays on that right hand after
I want to
this.
get some x-rays on that throat. Look what the king is doing to him. Fighting fire with fire. Move that wrist tape
This is
just to gain the same advantage that Rivers has.
This is as aggressive as we've ever seen King Shane, but considering what's at stake, an SOM heavyweight championship title opportunity, I'm not surprised. Both gentlemen giving it their all.
I know I'm new here, but I've got some breaking news. I have received word that Rick Matrix is receiving treatment for a concussion or concussion-like symptoms. We're going to have to wait for further details, but this could be serious.
We'll bring you an update on that next week, folks. And we wish Sick Rick the best.
Pile driver, is that legal here?
I know one way or another, Sick Rick will get retribution. He's going to get payback on Brian Rivers and the family.
Little bit too heavy, Mr. Rivers, for Williams to pick up there. I think he's worse for wear here than Rivers. Calling for it. He's done with him.
You may be right, especially
Good.
after that knee right to Shane Williams' face.
That's a knockout. Look at him. Look at him. He doesn't know where he is.
He's, yeah, You can see the stars in his eyes. Almost like he's got little Tweety birds
Adding a little
flying around
insult
his
to
head.
injury, and he doesn't mind making his opponent look bad.
Brian Rivers now. Reversal of the whip. King Shane.
Oh, another
Big
drop kick.
kick.
Look at him. He's ready to. No, he's not. No.
Whoa. Hey.
Oh, who's going to gain the advantage here?
Hey.
Both men worn out, battled and bruised. What a hard-hitting
Neither
match
man,
right here.
Get to their feet here, and if this thing's a draw, certainly Sick Rick deserves that #1 contender
Could
slot.
this become a three-way?
He never
in
lost the
future?
title in the first place. Shane Williams takes a punch to the breadbasket from Brian Rivers and returns one of his own. Right hand. And
Rivers worried about having the last
going
word,
back and
but
forth, exchanging blows.
back and forth. Back. Who's going to survive this? Oh, Williams pulling him in closer so you can get a quick
Yeah.
shot. Oh,
Yeah, the King with a handful of that
oh
single.
wow.
A big mafia-style kick from Brian Rivers, the real outlaw.
That's it.
He
He's
hooks the
out.
leg, and
He's
this
out.
could be over right here, folks.
Oh,
King Shane gets the shoulder up
oh,
just in the nick of time. Near fall.
wow.
You like #2, don't you? I always found you to be a doo-doo chaser. #2.
Wow.
And talking negatively towards the referee is not ever going to put you in a position that you want to be in.
What a match we're witnessing here, folks, from two of the best at SOM. And
He needs to worry about keeping the king down instead of worrying about how fast the refs counters.
Brian Rivers, once again,
What
choking
is going on
Shane
here? What is?
Shane Williams. Wait a
Okay.
minute, Sick Rick.
I thought they
Sick
were
Rick
taking
is
him-
back.
No, you might have. Come on, don't put your future at
Sick Rick
risk.
needs to get to the hospital, get that
I thought
concussion
somebody had
checked out.
taken him to the hospital. I thought he was gone. That's the news I received. He was being treated at not here, is what I was told.
Oh, wait a minute, this match is still going on. And Brian
has
Rivers,
his eyes off the prize.
looking at Rick Matrix. And, well, now redirects his focus back to his opponent here, King Shane. Brian Rivers looking for that lariat, and
Williams out of the way in the nick of time.
just took out Willie, the
Took
referee,
out
Willie
another
Manis.
referee.
Well, Brian Rivers
Matrix doesn't need to risk
is
any more
acting
injury
like he
with
wants to
that
do
possible
something, but
concussion.
I don't think he really wants to get out there and do something. King Shane, whoa,
Leaping into action, putting him in that
leaping
sleeper
into the
hold.
sleeper. King Shane, what's he gonna do now? Raining blows down on top of the head of the real outlaw, Brian Rivers. The East Tennessee champion is in
For a
trouble.
Neck breaker
Shane
here.
Williams,
Boom!
it's the neck breaker, and folks,
Here we go.
well, if we
Williams
had
up top.
if we had a referee, this might be a good time to make a cover.
Oh,
Shane Williams
where's that
drops the
referee?
fist.
He needs that referee in order to win this match.
You got it.
Not going for the cover. What's he going to do here? Oh, he's
Shane
going
now,
for his
he's going to go for that
patented
pile driver.
pile driver.
He's going to go for the pile driver, the move that was
Oh,
once illegal in the
no,
state of
still got him.
Tennessee.
No,
but
rolls
rolls
through.
through. And Shane
Rivers a
Andrews
little
ducks the
dizzy.
line, and Shane Andrews kick to the gut. What's it going to
Here
be?
we go,
Is
here
he going to
it
get it?
is.
Is it going to be
Get
the
him up.
pile driver?
Yes. Oh, and he drops him.
King Shane did it. He hit the pile driver on Brian Rivers, but is that going to be enough? Can he get?
What?
Can he win the
Matrix
match?
using
Can he
the
be the
referee's
#1
hand to-
contender?
And he wins.
And wait a minute,
With
Sick
a
Rick
little bit of help
assisting the
from
referee
my
for the
friends.
count. But well, it's gonna be official. Yeah, your winner,
Wow.
Shane Williams, the King. We're gonna count it, and King Shane Williams
That'll teach.
gonna go on to face the Sultan after the Paul Morton Cup. Well, or rather, I I should say, the winner of the Sultan versus Austin Henry in that Dubai prison match. Whoever wins that, the SOM champion, gonna take on Shane Williams.
Wow. Wow. What a contest.
Quite a night of action, folks.
Shane Williams better be ready, better rest up, better recuperate, because he's going to need to after a beating like that.
I want to remind you, if you've not already done so, go ahead and give a like to the Facebook page, School of Morton, Ricky Morton, YouTube page, subscribe to that. Folks, we got new content coming up all the time.
All the time. New guests, new content.
Folks, and you can see not only that, but tons of past clips and highlights. Folks, you want to keep up with everything going on at SOM. It's crazy. Things are still chaotic and crazy in here right now, folks. We're going to be opening. We're still not open up our live events to the public, but keep up to date on Facebook on when that's going to happen. It's hopefully going to be very soon, folks. We want to see you next week, Saturday for SOM After Dark, and next week right here, Sunday, 5:05 SOM, 5:05.